Hello everyone and welcome back.
Hello, this is probably part 3 and hopefully the last one. It should be the last one.
Indeed. So now we're going to make this ceiling look very pretty. At the moment what we've got is these metal panels that are evenly spaced out, and we're going to be doing another layer of tongue and groove with some nice spotlights, and it's going to look incredible.
We are Omar and Andrea, and for the past 11 years we have been operating a tour company called Indigo Travel, but you will find us right now in Portugal, where we bought a ruin and are in the process of renovating a tiny home. Follow our journey every weekend.
Okay, so the first battens are up, and we just wanted to finish the bed area because we don't want to stand on there too much. So yeah, we've done that one, and then that one, and we just need 2 shorty ones. Doesn't need to completely meet.
How does that one fit a little bit better?
Yeah, I'll do that, Omar.
No, I'll do this one.
You still need to cut another one anyway, so might as well cut that one to fit in here and then one to fit exactly there. Come on, Omar!
Okay, smarty pants. Well, we finished our battens. They're all up on top of the ceiling. So they're going to be supporting the wood tongue and groove. Now the thing that we need to do next is to get all the electricity in place for the lights. I want to show you the lights. They're over here. These are special LED spotlights, and they're very special in the sense that they don't have the requirement of more than 10 centimeters above them. So we only need 3.5 centimeters. It gives us a lot more space above our heads. And yeah, we're just about to put the electricity in so we can plug these in afterwards. And that's our next mission.
All of the LED adapters have been installed. And now what we need to do, Omar?
So now we need to make a circuit with this cable. And we have some junctions boxes, but I've got some better ones, some bigger ones. And our live cable is over there, isolated. So we'll make our circuit first, and then right at the end we'll put the live circuit in.
So what have you done with the...
Yeah, so this is 1.5mm lighting cable, and we are going to connect all of the things up to here, but...
the adapters.
Yeah, so we're going to actually wire in the LCD control... We have 1.5mm cable.
Yeah.
We have our LED controllers.
There you go.
I'm going to wire in all the LED controllers, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to bring the cable over here to this point where we're going to put junctions and stuff like that, circuits, where this cable just transports the electricity to the other side of the container.
To that black one there.
So
yeah,
that's the idea.
Okay, so you're going to start that.
Yes.
Perfect. So what have you discovered, Omar?
They're not nice clip-in ones, they're screw-in ones.
So it's the kind that you will probably, it would have been better to do them first and then screw them in.
The ones I've done before, they just literally just go and they kind of clamp themselves.
Like this one?
No, the little connectors, they're screw-in connectors.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like the normal ones.
It's very, very small and fiddly.
Meanwhile, Omar
keeps on doing the electricity. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of an update about what's been growing over here, which is really nice. Mosquito. So I just show you the grapes. We've got some grapes over here. We don't know anything about grapes. There's more here, here, over here, and lots on the top. And this is using the peach tree to grow on. And the other thing, which I kind of showed a little bit on the last video, I showed you the olives. Very tiny little things growing on the tree. Those are gonna take a lot longer. They're going to be ready in October, November. So we got olive trees all along there. Then we got another one at the back there. We got a big one over there. And then we got several at the back over there. And the other day we discovered that we have a hazelnut tree, which is amazing because I love hazelnuts. So you can make your own Nutella. Oh, you got a tiny screwdriver.
Yeah, this is for computers.
And it works for that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's lucky.
I was just unscrewing the wrong thing. I was stupid. I don't want to unscrew that side. I want this side.
You don't need to look at the camera.
If I look at the camera, I can see what I'm doing over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can't see anything over here, Andrea.
Okay, so all of the electrical points have been done. Can you explain these white cables hanging from the ceiling?
Yeah, so basically we need to join all of these up. So we're going to have, because we have 8 lights, we're going to get 4 into one area and another 4 down in the other area. And this is going to transport the electricity from this area down to that area.
Hopefully we have lights today. Can you hear that? That is the fire alarm, and you can hear it everywhere in the municipality. And today is Sunday and it's 1 o'clock. So if you hear the sirens going off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they're just testing the fire alarm, so you know that it's working. So it's really reassuring every Sunday at 1 o'clock hearing that fire alarm. If you hear it on another day, it means something else. It can either mean a drill or it can mean that there's an actual fire. So when there is 2, so it goes on and then off and then goes on and then off, that means that there's an actual fire. 1 o'clock Sunday never gets missed. So these are the lights that we got here. They are 300 lumen, which is 3000 K over here it says. So it's more of a warm light to it. And hopefully they're going to be bright enough for the room, because that will be very disappointing, but hopefully it'll be alright. So that's the live.
That's the live.
But it's just the electricity is off, so no worries.
No worries.
I can't believe what my eyes have seen. I just woke up from a broken dream. Who can stop my hands from shaking?
Oh, wicked!
That's alright.
That's perfect.
It's quite a nice light, actually.
Yeah,
And all of them worked.
all of them worked. Well done, Omar. So we have 2 really nice pendant lights that we got actually for the ceiling, and then we changed our mind to spotlights. But we're gonna use the pendant lights for 2 side bed lights, and they're very beautiful, so it's going to look lovely. I'm really happy with the lights. I
Yeah,
think
me
you've
too.
done a great job.
Oh, thank you. You helped me a lot. Here we are about to start putting the wood on the ceiling. It's a long wait and I'm so happy we've got to this point. Okay, so we have 3 different shapes coming out in the corners. And the most important thing about tongue and groove is that the first piece that you lay has to be completely straight. And so it's going to be the most challenging, the first one, and after that it should be pretty easy. Right, let's get started.
So Omar has installed the electricity here. So basically the pendant lights are gonna come over here and there's gonna be another one over there. And he's just done that and it's almost starting to look quite good.
Needs to be turned around.
No, it's bang on like it should be.
Let's turn around this way.
What the hell are you doing?
So you're doing upside down?
No!
Oh shit, look at you. Look at me. We're all going a bit crazy over here. Back around. This way.
Hello and good morning. It's the next day after our lovely day trip to Aveiro and the bridge. That's quite a drop. Omar have started the ceiling. So he's
Hello,
just
everyone.
there putting up the ceiling. So we're going to be continuing that and we really hope that we're going to finish that today. It's taking a little bit longer than we thought, but that's fine. Great learning experience for us. We're going to get that done.
It's the final push. We have a few more panels to do. Now we thought it might be better to have a bit more lighting over here in the kitchen area. So I drove to Coimbra, picked up some more lights. I've just installed them over here. Now I just have about 5 or 6 more panels to do. And the ceiling's done.
The last few. So this is the very last bed. Omar engineered 2 of them together because it's such a small place to place them. This came like that, so that was on us. And put 2 of them together, and hopefully this is the last piece of the puzzle.
Final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5. If you want more than to stay.
Yes! Well done! Where are the nails? That was a lot of work.
So it's the final push, and we are going to be putting the trimmings along the sides where the wood meets the wall. And I wanted to show you guys something that my brother-in-law Simon advised me. Basically, there is a gap between the sides of the panels and the wall, and that is because in the winter the wood is going to expand outwards, and we need to give it some space to expand. Otherwise it will start to warp and bend downwards. So thank you very much, my friend.
The morning light on, I just wanna be your Superman. Come fly with me, just take my hand. And now that we are cruising in mid-flight, you better watch out for the kryptonite.
So Omar has figured out a way to do the corners. So he just drew basically the way the corner goes. It's a little bit complicated. And then he just put it on top, all of the bits and pieces. Because it's a little bit harder to imagine how it goes.
Yeah, the angles, because it's like a rounded side, the angles enough to drive a man crazy.
But he definitely figured it out. And he's just going to install that, and that's the last piece. So he puts it on together with glue, and then he nails it. Finally finished the ceiling, and it's looking amazing. I'm really happy with the result, all thanks to Omar. He's done a lot of the job, especially the electricity. Come on. So we have installed some 9mm tonneau groove. It's very thin, so it was a little bit tricky to put it on because you normally have an offcut to put it on like this, but that wasn't working because it's so thin, the offcut would just break. So we just had to tap it really gentle with a hammer. So we have also installed some really nice spotlights that require a very small clearance, therefore it's not going to be a fire hazard for us with the foam that we have installed. And we have also placed some really nice pendant lights on each side of our bed, so we don't have to put any lamps or anything like that and waste space. You know, tiny home, you have to be quite creative. And also finish it off with a nice streaming around it. Some of it was a bit tricky, but I think you did a good job.
Yeah, the cornering was really difficult, I have to say, and there was a bit of swearing involved, but finally I realized that drawing a little template was the best way to build it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say a little bit about our condensation issues. Now, obviously, condensation is not just going to disappear because we've changed the ceiling. So there still will be condensation. We have an air conditioner. I don't know if you can see it. It's up there, which we intend on repairing, which will act like a condenser. And we also have a dehumidifier, which we'll be using. Further upgrades we're going to be doing is getting a hood for our stove. So all of the moisture coming from our cooking will be taken outside outside rather than come into here. And then what I also want to do is seal the ceiling with silicone to give it a complete seal so there is no exchange of air between the room and the cavity above the ceiling. There was a lot of frustration directed at our ceiling before, and so now we've replaced it with something that I can genuinely say looks beautiful, and I have good vibes to it. So let's start the relationship again with the ceiling, and hopefully it will be a lot better.
Another thing that I wanted to mention is that some people are saying, oh, why are you wasting money on it? Because we are going to be here for a while. When people are usually renovating a ruin or they're going to do a project, they either live on a caravan or in a van, or they rent somewhere nearby to then go every day to the property and repair it. We can't do that. We have to stay here. We're on site, so we have to make our living conditions as good as possible so we are comfortable, we don't burn out, and we can do a good job. And this is going to be done in a good pace, because the better the pace that you do your project, the better the job you're going to do. Investing 400 euros, it was basically how much we spent on this ceiling, it's going to actually become something much more valuable to us than putting 400 euros in the house. It's just going to go nowhere. So the house is a really big project that requires a lot more money, and this is basically practice. So we have actually solved the winter problem, and the next bit is to solve the summer problem.
Definitely.
So we are going to do a roof net on top of the container, and it's going to extend outwards to provide shade, because it gets very hot in here. So we have to shelter ourselves in order to be comfortable.
Completely. So we've been debating on what types of roofs to use, and we haven't come up with a definite, but we're almost there.
We're 90% there.
And we've started ordering the wood in, and we'll be getting more wood in over the next couple of weeks and starting that project.
Yeah, and also this is going to stay here. This could either become a place to receive guests, or it could later on become somewhere where we can rent, like an Airbnb or something like that. So we are investing in here for a long-term project. I know a lot of you are really excited to see our renovation, but we have to do it at a pace that makes sense to us.
Yeah, when we get a good chunk of money, we're going to throw it at the house, but at the moment we're just going to make do with what we've got, and so we're going to make this really comfortable.
Yeah, so don't worry, it will come soon. But thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll be providing you with lots of really cool content.
Yeah, June next week we'll go and visit one of the most amazing places that have recently opened in this country.
Cool, see you then.
See you soon. Bye
Ciao.
bye.